There's a city in Idaho's Panhandle on the southern edge of Nez Perce Reservation, smack at the confluence of two rivers. That is known as the gateway to Idaho's wilderness. The state's second largest national forest is just to the east, and if the city was known as just that, the gateway to the wilderness, it would certainly be a mouthful. But its real name might be more than a mouth can handle on its own. So we called in an order to the Farm Table restaurant in a town that was first established back in 1895, but wasn't always known as what it was called today. What's it called? Well, that's a question that Brian Holmes asked for today's How Do You Say It?
We are literally right at the South Fork of the Clearwater River. It's just a little town with one grocery store and no stoplights. So you're just right here on Highway 13 and making your way through.
And as you make your way through, you'll likely see this sign with this name.
The town's name is spelled Kooskia.
That's right. Kooskia, Idaho.
Not Kooskia.
Not Kooskaya, not Kooskia, Kooskia. Kooskia, Idaho.
A name used by the native Nez Perce.
They used to call it Kooskaya, was the name for the Clearwater River.
A name also known by Lewis and Clark's Corps of Discovery and noted by Sergeant John Ordway, who wrote on June 1st, 1806, "Towards evening we came down the river hills to a large village above the forks on the Kooskia River." About a century later, this village was known as another.
The original name for the town was Stuart back in the day, but they already had a train stop named Stuart in Idaho, so they went with Kooskia.
A contraction, if you will, of the original word, but one that leads to a singular curiosity for Stacy's casual customers.
You know, I work in a restaurant here in town, and so we get a lot of travelers coming through. So those questions get asked here and there, and I just so happen to have picked it up along the way.
And so when they ask you, you tell them.
Yeah, I tell them, put it right through. We can even be bought off for a bribe for people who are trying to decide if it's Kooskaya or Kooskia. We've done that before over pie, so that'll work.
Whatever leads to a better tip.
Whatever, that's right.
It's kind of like that Boise versus Boise kind of distinction, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Boise is the right way to go that way, and Kooskia is the right way to say this one.
All right, so there you go. The gateway to Idaho's wilderness boasts access to fishing and hunting and all kinds of outdoor activities year-round. It is still a big timber town, too. Every summer, they have Kooskia Days, and they usually involve some sort of logging show. Stacy, who is from Boise, by the way, says to stop by Purdy's Farm Table restaurant if you're ever headed up their way. Highway 13.